What's going on, guys? Got some more news. Gary Russell is set to fight Kiko Martinez May 18th on the Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale undercard in the Barclays Center. So next week, then today's the 8th, so that'd be 10 days away from that fight. So got a lot of good boxing in May. May's a good month for boxing. Um, Gary Russell versus Kiko Martinez. Kiko, he's kind of like the Robert Guerrero of the featherweight division. Fought Josh Warrington, I think, 2017. Who's now the IBF featherweight champ. Solid fighter, kind of like a poor man's Ricky Hatton at 126. Uh, I would say Kiko fought everybody. He fought Carl Frampton, I think, twice. Lee Selby. Yeah, Kiko's fought a lot of people. Kiko got a nice resume at 122 and 126. So, like I said, he's kind of like the Robert Guerrero. Definitely comes forward. He'll push the fight. Um, I think Gary Russell will probably possibly stop Kiko Martinez. Um, it'll be a fun fight for as long as it lasts. But should Gary Russell take care of business versus Kiko Martinez? Um, I think the best fight at 126 is Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz. I don't know why this seems like one of the hardest fights to make, even though it's a fight that's in they got the same advisor. They're both with Al Heyman. They both have, relations with Showtime, CBS, Fox Sports 1. So I don't see why that's a unification that's not happening. Leo Santa Cruz, he fought Carl Frampton twice. He fought Everett Mars twice. He fought Kiko Martinez. You know, I don't know why the fight with. I mean, to me, Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz is a fight that should have happened arguably 2 years ago, but it definitely should happen now. Leo Santa Cruz is talking about moving up and fighting Tank Davis. Possibly at the end of the year. I mean, it's stylistically it's a good fight, but um, I've told you guys that it feels like a broken record that I'm not a fan of all this weight hopping or leaving a division with unfinished business. I think Leo Santa Cruz should fight Gary Russell first, and then if the winner can get a shot at Tank Davis, either the end of the year or early next year. I don't see why we can't have it like that. Unify that division. You know, I mean, it's a great fight. They both fought they fought each other in the amateurs. They're the two top guys in the division, especially on that side. Obviously, Top Rank and Frank Warren, who work pretty close together. Frank Warren is Josh Warrington's promoter, IBF champ. Oscar Valdez is the WBO champ, who's with Top Rank and Bob Arum. And Frank Warren obviously has ESPN Plus. You know, Top Rank, they work with ESPN Plus. So that's probably a fight they'll work towards either the end of this year or early next year. So I know it's hard to make several unifications in boxing because of politics and all that nonsense, but at least the ones that are in-house, those are ones you can make right now. Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz, that's a fight you can easily make now. So if Gary Russell takes care of business versus a mutual opponent, Kiko Martinez, I see no reason why Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell can't happen next. I wouldn't even mind to see it on. I doubt they would do it, but it wouldn't be bad if they did it on Earl Spence, Sean Porter undercard, or even it'd be too quick to do it on the Pacquiao Thurman undercard, but because it's its own big fight. I don't know if they put it in the East Coast because Gary Russell would have a strong crowd. I don't know if they would do it in California where Santa Cruz is from. So they might try that. If they were to make that fight, it should be in Vegas. But Abner Mars, he still might want to fight Tank. Depending on what's going on with his eye situation. But these dudes want to fight Tank, Carl Frampton, each other, but they don't want to fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell only fought once last year. He fought JoJo Diaz. Wasn't a bad fight. First 6 rounds were competitive, and then the second half he took over. Kind of reminded me of Crawford versus Benavidez. First 6 rounds were kind of back and forth, and then Crawford and Gary Russell took over the second half. So it was a good fight. JoJo looked good in his last fight on the Canelo Jacobs undercard. But Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz, I don't know why. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people pushing for that fight, and it's an easy fight to make. Same advisor, fight on the same networks. You know, neither one of you have like a promoter per se. So, you know, why is it not happening? I don't know. They're both 29, 30 years old. So it's a good unification. It's an easy fight to make. It's just, do you want it to happen? You know, plain and simple. It could be on Showtime. It could be on Fox. Either way, it's a big fight. It's the best fight in the division. You know, and solve that amateur problem. You know, who's the best? Who became the better pro? You know, it's a fight that easily can be made. It's a unification. I don't see why there's no pressure for Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell to fight each other. You know, Kiko Martinez, that's a cool, fun fight for the fans. I'm sure, it'll be entertaining for as long as it lasts. But I think Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz is a good fight. I think most people would probably pick Gary Russell, but I don't think he would beat Leo easily. I mean, if he does, then, damn. But, I got to see that first. I think it's a great fight. So hopefully we'll get it happening. Boxing's kind of fickle like that. If it makes all the sense of the world, it may not happen. Boxing's one of those sports, but hey, I'll be happily wrong if we get that fight. So we'll see what happens. But Gary Russell versus Kiko Martinez on the Deontay Wilder Dominic Breazeale undercard, May 18th, Barclays Center. So that'll be next Saturday. It'll be a fun fight for as long as it lasts. But let me know what you guys think about Gary Russell versus Kiko. Do you want to see Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz and the winner potentially going the undisputed route versus Valdez or Warrington, or moving up and fighting Tank Davis for a potential super fight late 2019 or early 2020? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop comments, like, subscribe. Take it easy.